My best friend was getting married on Valentine's Day and asked my boyfriend and me to be her bridesmaid and groomsman. Marcus agreed to it in person, but came home with a troubled look on his face, packing his suitcase. I have to go on a business trip. I really can't make it to the wedding, so please tell them I can't. I told him to focus on his work, but then I unexpectedly stumbled upon his foster sister's TikTok. I'm just petty, and I'm just willful. I won't allow my brother to wear a wedding dress and suit with any other woman, not even bridesmaid and groomsman attire. Only then did I realize that they, as siblings, had long crossed a line. I sat on the bed, phone in hand, stunned for a long time until Marcus called out to me from the doorway. Honey, have you seen my white t-shirt? I looked up blankly, meeting the gaze of the face I had loved for 8 years. Numbly, I got up, pulled a t-shirt from the closet, and handed it to him. Marcus's expression suddenly changed. Not this one. Why not? This was our only matching t-shirt. I had to pester him for ages to get him to wear it a year ago. We ran into Luna while shopping. I greeted her, but she threw an iced latte right in my face. What did Marcus do then? He left me, covered in stains, standing there while he gently consoled the young girl with red-rimmed eyes for over half an hour. Then he rushed into a store to buy a new t-shirt for her to change into. We had a big fight that time, but in the end, I couldn't bear to leave him and accepted his apology. This one is so old, it's not wearable anymore. He took it and casually tossed it into the trash can. Somehow, I felt that our 8 years of love, from campus to wedding, were also like this shirt, no longer so precious. Marcus noticed my unhappiness and pulled me into his arms. I can't be with you for Valentine's Day, but I'll be passing through new this time. What kind of handbag do you want, or clothes? His voice was tender, and one hand slowly slipped into my nightgown, pulling me closer to the bed. My mind was a mess. I pushed him away, coldly stating, Marcus, let's break up. Meeting my distant eyes, he playfully pinched my earlobe, unfazed. Silly girl, you want to break up just because I can't spend Valentine's Day with you? How about I make Valentine's Day a company holiday in the future, and I won't go anywhere, just spend it with you. My tears suddenly welled up. All these years, except for his sister, which was his sensitive spot, he truly indulged my every whim. I said I liked roses, and he had a plane full of exotic blue roses flown back from Kenya. I said I liked water sports, and he, who was afraid of water, learned surfing and diving with me. His love had always been grand and overwhelming, enveloping me and making everyone envious. For a second, I felt a glimmer of hope, wanting to ask for a clear explanation. Marcus, you and your sister, what exactly? His phone rang. He glanced at the caller and immediately got up. I lay on the bed, my nightgown half pulled down to my chest, feeling as humiliated as I did the day the iced latte was spilled on me. After hanging up the phone, Marcus's eyes were joyful. He pressed a kiss to my forehead. Something came up at the company. I'll be back tonight to pamper my princess. He left in a hurry, forgetting his laptop at home, which kept beeping. The desktop background was our photo together. The password was my birthday. Everything suggested he still loved me. I tapped on WhatsApp, and it happened to open to the chat with, Princess. Brother, this time when we go to Hawaii, I want to wear that bikini. I'm sure it'll attract a lot of fit guys. No, you're not my boyfriend. I don't want you telling me what to do. I'm your brother. If you keep acting up, I won't take you abroad for Valentine's Day. Hee, I know you feel bad for me because I just broke up. But it's also really unfair that you and Grace wore bridesmaid and groomsman attire without my permission. Since you're spending Valentine's Day with me, I'll only wear it for you. Marcus was silent for a long time, finally replying, this is the last time. Grace and I are getting married soon, and from now on, I'll be with her. The perfect love I once believed in dissolved into bubbles that spilled from the corners of my eyes, landing on my slightly swelling lower abdomen. I put away the positive pregnancy test and called my best friend, Chloe. Come out, let's go for a drink. Chapter 2. The club lights at the bar bathed everyone's faces in a kaleidoscope of colors. I wore a sexy red camisole, squeezed into the swaying dance floor, dancing with different men. Chloe touched my forehead. Honey, what's wrong with you? Aren't you staying faithful to your Marcus anymore? I suddenly remembered that I hadn't been to a place like this in a long time because Marcus didn't like it. My throat tightened, and I took a deep breath to keep my tears from falling. Chloe, Marcus doesn't love me. A sudden burst of music erupted, and Chloe excitedly pointed to the stage. I knew it. You can't hide that you were just dancing with that young man. Seeing that familiar figure, my heart ached. Why was he here? Did he know I had seen those chat logs? Was he here to win me back? The music stopped abruptly, and our eyes met across the room. His eyes flashed with that familiar possessiveness, just like on graduation night, when he accepted my confession. My heart constricted. Marcus put down his drink and walked towards me. "Honey, you're not being good today." Before he could finish, his gaze swept past me, his brow furrowed tightly. He strode directly to a girl in a white dress who was drinking alone. "Luna, come home with your brother." Luna was startled, her eyes turning red. "Aren't you getting married? Aren't you done with me? Why are you pretending to look for me now?" Marcus's knuckles whitened as he reached for her. "Who said I'm done with you? You're my sister." But pushed him away, 2 lines of tears streaming down her cheeks. "I don't want to. If this is the last time you'll be with me, then I'd rather not go." Marcus's eyes flashed with pain, and his lips moved. "Luna, your brother has to get married someday, and you will too." "I won't listen." Luna screamed, covering her ears, a wicked glint in her eyes. "Will you only belong to me if she dies?" Before I could react, Luna grabbed an empty bottle and violently smashed it against my head, her expression wild. The sound of shattering glass exploded in my ears, and warm liquid streamed down my forehead. I staggered back 2 steps, but a second bottle still hit my head. "You stole my brother from me, go to hell." When I woke up, I was lying on a hospital bed. I moved my hand, and the 4 drip pulled painfully. A nurse was changing my 4 bag. "Where's the person who brought me here?" I thought Marcus and I needed to talk. "You mean that girl? She stayed with you all night and just left because of something at her company today." I froze. So, the person who brought me here wasn't Marcus. My phone vibrated. I picked it up, and Luna had updated her TikTok again. "My finger just got a little cut by glass, and my brother is so heartbroken." In the video, a man was half crouching, carefully wrapping a band-aid around her finger. Luna whined, "Brother, it hurts so much." The man paused, lowered his head in a suppressed manner, kissed that finger, and then said in a hoarse voice, "Does it still hurt?" The wound felt as if it had been torn open again and doused with alcohol, the pain leaving me gasping for breath. I took a deep breath and dialed 911. "Hello, I'd like to report a crime." Chapter 3. But what I got was not the police, but Marcus's furious accusation. His eyes held a coldness I had never seen before. "You called the police? Luna is just a child who doesn't know any better. Do you really have to do this? A child?" My heart filled with disappointment. "What kind of child causes me to get over 30 stitches? Marcus showed no concern for my injury, only blaming me for calling the police on his sister. "Grace, this is a family matter, no need to call the police. I've already punished her, grounded her for a day." I froze, then couldn't help but laugh, the laughter making my wound ache. "Marcus, do you call that a punishment? Even if she beat me to death, would you still side with your sister like this?" His eyes darkened. "With me protecting you, how could I let you?" His tone softened. He raised a hand to wipe away my tears and handed me a document. "I've already dropped the charges with the police. Be good, sign this, and in a few days, I'll have her apologize to you in person." Looking at the large words "settlement agreement" in front of me, my heart felt like it had been plunged into an icy winter. When I looked up again, my eyes held only indifference. "I can sign it, but you have to agree to one condition." Marcus, holding the signed settlement agreement, paused just as he was about to leave the room. "Grace, if you had a sister, you would understand me. You both are equally important to me." I quirked my lips. I didn't have a sister, but I had a brother. I would never make him choose between me and Sarah. Thinking of this, I called Daniel. "Brother, I'm not getting married. I want to go to Switzerland to find you." He immediately said gently, "Okay, if you don't want to get married, then don't. I'll book your flight ticket." My flight was scheduled right after Chloe's wedding. Marcus came to the hospital frequently these days, appearing promptly every day. He brought light broth, changed my bandages, and even silently held my hand when I woke up in pain in the middle of the night. But I felt no joy, only a desolate emptiness. Loving someone for 8 years, letting go only took a moment. "Grace, this is the cake Luna made to apologize to you." I glanced at it, my heart slowly sinking. "Marcus, you forgot, I'm allergic to mango." He clearly knew I had almost died because of a bite of mango dessert once. A strange look flashed across Marcus's face, but he still stubbornly held out the cake. "The young girl worked so hard on it. Why don't you just eat a small bite of the cake base?" He brought the spoon closer, and I slapped it, sending it to the floor. "You two siblings hurt me once, and now you want to hurt me a second time?" Looking at the cake on the floor, his face showed displeasure. "How can you say that? Luna didn't know, she didn't know, but what about you?" My earlier movement had been too forceful, and the bandage on my head split open, seeping blood. Marcus's eyes were shadowed with displeasure, and his voice was low. "I'll go call a doctor for you." But before he could leave the hospital room, a call came through, with a girl's weeping voice. His usually calm eyes flashed with panic. "Wait here, I'll be right back." After he left, my vision went black. It wasn't until the patrolling nurse found me that she gently helped me back into bed. My heart was dead as ashes as I stared at the fluorescent light above, biting my lower lip. "Excuse me, please help me schedule an abortion procedure. 5 years ago, I had an abortion for him. At that time, he said he wasn't ready for marriage. But now, thinking back, that was right around the time Luna was taking her college entrance exams. Perhaps it was still a compromise made for his sister's pathological possessiveness. He sacrificed me." After signing the papers, my phone chimed. Luna had updated her social media post. I pulled a little trick and got my brother to come back and celebrate Valentine's Day early with me. The post included a photo of clasped hands, with an airport in the background. Chapter 4. The ring on Marcus's hand was still the one I bought for him. Just because of one lie from her, he abandoned me when I was sick and went abroad with her. When their plane took off, I was in the operating room. When they landed and the beach, I was being wheeled out. Chloe rushed to me, her makeup streaked with tears. "Why didn't you say anything? You just got rid of the baby by yourself." "I'm going to call that bastard Marcus." I weakly raised my hand, forcing a smile. "Chloe, we're over. Marcus, I don't want him anymore." Due to my injuries and the abortion, I stayed in the hospital for a while longer. On the day I was discharged, I didn't expect Marcus to come pick me up. He wore a black trench coat and looked worn from travel. "I came back early from my business trip. Grace, I'll spend Valentine's Day with you. Don't be angry anymore." He rattled off many explanations and apologies, finally fixing his gaze on my face. "Why do you look so pale? I'll take you home." He picked me up bridal style. I slapped him, but he didn't dodge. "Grace, I won't leave you alone again. Let's get married." I suddenly wanted to laugh. I had waited 8 years, and precisely when I gave up, he said he wanted to marry me. Luna sat in the passenger seat, still in her summer dress from vacation. When I got in, she handed me a coconut. "Sister, I was wrong before, I'm sorry." Marcus pulled Luna's seatbelt for her, then informed me indifferently. "Luna will be staying with us for a few days." I ignored them, and calmly watched the scenery rush by outside the window. After's wedding tomorrow, I would also leave. "Over there," Luna snickered as she looked at her phone. "Brother, that young man who just hit on me added me on WhatsApp." Marcus's face was expressionless, but his tone was unyielding. "Delete him." "I think we could try." I said, "Delete him." Luna stuck out her tongue. "Brother, you're more controlling than a boyfriend." In the rearview mirror, I saw a flash of jealousy in his eyes. But I felt nothing anymore. Back at the apartment, I locked myself in my room to pack my suitcase. Coming back this time was good. I wouldn't need to ask Marcus to send my things to me. Perhaps I was too tired. I accidentally fell asleep on the bed. When I woke up, I felt something strange on my head. I rushed to the bathroom and saw my waist-length hair chopped unevenly, like a dog had chewed it. In the living room, Luna was playing with the hair she had just cut from my head. "How dare you cut my hair without my permission?" She blinked, her face innocent. "Isn't yours all my brother's anyway?" I thought it looked nice, so I took it to make a wig. "What's wrong with that?" I couldn't help it, I slapped her across the face. After a sharp sound, I was suddenly pushed hard. My freshly stitched wound hit the coffee table, splitting open instantly and bleeding profusely. Marcus, as if blind, stood in front of Luna, looking at me coldly. "Luna has already apologized to you. Why can't you just let it go?" I struggled to prop myself up, crawling off the floor to meet his gaze. "Are you blind? She cut my hair." Marcus's eyes darkened. He grabbed the scissors and snipped a small section from Luna's head. "Now we're even." Luna looked triumphant. "Sister, my brother cut my hair too. If you keep making a fuss, it'll be your fault." I looked at the few strands of hair in his hand and couldn't help but laugh. Yes, it was just hair. Just a t-shirt. Just stay. All these years, I had tolerated enough, so much that I no longer wanted to accommodate them, these siblings. I grabbed my suitcase from upstairs and walked out the door. At the wedding venue, after my hair and makeup were done and I changed into my bridesmaid dress, my mood gradually calmed. Marcus still came after me, his expression composed. "I'm sorry, I was impulsive just now. I'll compensate you, I promise you, we'll get married soon." I cut him off directly. "Marcus, you clearly love Luna, so why did you bother with me?" He suddenly looked up, his face changing dramatically. What are you saying? How could I love my sister? You know what's in your own heart. Marcus grabbed my hand, squeezing so hard it hurt. Where are you going? Beside. I won't marry anyone else. I struggled to pull my hand free. None of your business. I left without looking back, unaware of Luna's malicious expression. The wedding started on time. The groom led the bride in, and a large screen began playing clips of their love story. I glanced at the time. My flight was 2 hours away. I was about to wait for Chloe to get off stage to tell her. Suddenly, the screen on the stage changed, and my intimate photos filled the entire display. Chapter 5. From the time I started college, every intimate moment Marcus and I shared was photographed. Only his figure had been cropped out, leaving just my hazy eyes and bare body fully exposed for all to see. Many of my and Chloe's mutual friends were in the audience. They recognized me and began to whisper. I swallowed, retreating 2 steps in helplessness. Marcus shot to his feet, his chest heaving, veins bulging on his neck. I'm calling the police. He wanted to rush over and take me away, but then heard a familiar voice. Brother. Luna's face was streaked with tears. Do you want her, or do you want me? Then she turned and ran out of the wedding venue. Marcus froze, as if he understood something, his gaze falling woodenly on me. Grace, don't call the police yet. Wait for me to come back. He ran after her without looking back. Chloe quickly hugged me, covering my eyes. It's okay, she shouted at the tech crew in the back. What the hell are you waiting for? Take the screen down. I can't turn it off. It seems to be infected with a virus. Chloe grabbed 2 chairs and smashed them against the screen with a loud crash. Having just returned from the hospital, my body hadn't fully recovered. After being emotionally provoked again, I developed a high fever. Chloe took me to her place to care for me. In a daze, 2 messages popped up on my phone. One was a notification for a missed flight boarding, the other was from Luna. It's because I hate you that my brother pretended to be with you and took those photos. Everyone around him has seen them. You're a worthless piece of trash now. It's pathetic that you still think of marrying my brother. I had a dream, as if I had returned to being 18, when I fell in love with Marcus at first sight. But he was like an unmelting iceberg. No matter if I brought him breakfast, wrote love letters, or was being direct, he always maintained a cold demeanor. Later, we graduated, and I thought my feelings for him would end there. But after I performed the finale dance at the evening party, Marcus approached me, smelling of alcohol, looking arrogant. I don't like you dressed like that. The people around us started to tease. Marcus, you academic ace, who are you to her? Under the moonlight, his eyes were like a pool of water. I agree. My idealized first love, that night I cherished forever. It turned out it was only because he wanted to help his sister get revenge on me. When I woke up, a man was sleeping with his head resting on my hand. I moved my finger, waking him up. I said in a hoarse voice, Brother, why are you here? I waited for you at the airport, but you never came. I lowered my head. I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to tell you. Why are you apologizing to me? It's that jerk Marcus who wronged you. If I hadn't come, I wouldn't have known my sister was being bullied like this. He, a grown man, saw me in this state, and his eyes actually reddened. Just then, Sarah came in with some light broth. I clutched at her like a lifeline. Sarah, please talk to Daniel. It's not his fault. But she frowned. It's exactly his fault for not taking care of you. I've already called the police, and my dad is sending people to bring them back for questioning. Once you're better, we'll get justice for you. I smiled wryly. My brother and I had been close since childhood, but I never wanted to monopolize him like Luna, let alone harbor other intentions. I truly wished for him and Sarah to grow old together and live a happy life. Heart for heart, that's why they were so good to me. With family and friends by my side, I recovered quickly from my illness this time. The next time I saw Marcus and Luna, they had arranged to meet me at a coffee shop. Chapter 6. That day, after Marcus caught up to Luna, he slapped her. With a smack, both of them froze. Brother, you hit me for that woman? She's your sister-in-law, how could you? Luna stood on her tiptoes and blocked his lips. Marcus initially tried to push her away but gradually succumbed to the strange and exciting sensation. It wasn't until much later, with the honking of passing cars, that the two reluctantly parted. Luna's face was flushed. Brother, you know why now, don't you? I love you. Reason returned. Marcus looked away, saying faintly, Luna, you're my sister. We can't be like this. But we're not blood relatives. Brother, you've done so much for me. You refused to wear matching shirts with Grace because of me. Even when I hit her, you came to take care of me. The moment I said I wasn't feeling well, you immediately abandoned her to see me. If that's not love, then what is? Marcus thought of all the times he had hurt me, and the emotions he had suppressed for years. His mind was in turmoil. He knew he had always felt a possessiveness towards Luna that went beyond sibling affection. But the thought of losing me, strangely, made his heart ache. This wrong relationship couldn't continue. A look of determination flashed across Marcus's face, his voice chillingly cold. I can't let Grace down anymore. You publicly displayed her photos today, and you must apologize to her, otherwise, I won't protect you. I sipped my coffee, calmly observing the two in front of me. For our dispute, you two can directly contact lawyers. I have no connection with you, so why are you looking for me? Marcus's eyes narrowed slightly, and his hand under the table unconsciously trembled. I brought her to apologize to you. Grace, don't call me that, I coldly interrupted him. You should remember the condition I made last time, right? If harms me again, you are to transfer 60% of the company shares to my name. Luna immediately slammed the table, pointing at me. See? You're just after my brother's money. I wasn't angry. I quirked my lips. I deserve to have either love or money, don't I? You. Marcus took a contract from his handbag, his eyes slightly red. Grace, I only want 10%. I'll give you the rest, just please don't resent me. I took a deep breath. Although I had let go, my body's memory still made my heart ache. I slipped off the ring on my ring finger and pushed it towards him. Marcus, I forgive you, and I no longer love you. I wasn't as strong as I thought. I still cried. But the tears only fell after I left that coffee shop. Daniel, Sarah, and Chloe, worried about me, had been waiting outside the door. Chloe put an arm around my shoulder. It's fine. It's just a man. Your girl here has connections. I nodded, curling my lips. Let's go. I'm rich now, I'll treat you all to hot pot. Chloe hadn't lied. She indeed brought several handsome, fit guys. But I didn't expect Marcus and Luna to follow us. Chloe gave him a glare. Why are you still here? R has moved on. His calm gaze fell, and his voice deepened. I don't believe it. As if challenging him, at the dinner table, I ate food they offered, and drank arm in arm when losing a game. Marcus sat opposite me, watching me calmly. It was as if he was waiting for me to come to my senses and return. For the past 8 years, he had indeed been like this, pampering me in small matters, but when it came to matters of principle, I was always the one who compromised first. But this time I wouldn't. Chapter 7. Having drunk a bit too much, I went to the restroom. When I came out, I saw the guy who had been sitting next to me earlier, who hadn't said much, standing outside the restroom. I remembered his name. Was Alex. Stepping out for some air? He smiled, extinguished his cigarette, revealing his distinctive canines. Taking you out for some air. Me? I can tell you don't like it in there, I'll take you to the rooftop. He took my hand and walked forward, but at the corridor exit, we ran into Marcus. His gaze fell on our clasped hands. He frowned and was about to pull me to him. Grace, you've had too much to drink. I'm perfectly sober. I walked straight past him. Alex waved at him. Do you have to be like this? Marcus's voice came from behind me. I've been punished, and I've apologized. Why can't you get over this? I couldn't help but laugh. Marcus, are you asking me? He was silent for a moment, then took a small strand of hair from his pocket. Are you still angry that Luna cut your hair? I cut some more to make it up to you. As for those photos, I already had people suppress them, trying to minimize the damage to you. Haven't I done enough? Listening to him casually dismiss all the harm he had caused me, I found it incredibly ironic. Marcus, I'm the one who was wrong. I was blind to love someone like you for so long. After saying that, I intended to leave, but Alex pulled me back. He smiled slightly at Marcus. I don't think it's enough. If I were madly in love with sister, and someone cut her hair, I'd shave their head bald. If someone dared to post her photos, the next day I'd have that person's uncensored private photos displayed on the biggest LED screen in the city. You keep saying you love her, but I can't help but feel that you love the person who hurt her more. Marcus's face darkened even further, his voice low. That's my sister. Alex, however, whistled indifferently. Oh, once we were out of his sight, I let go of Alex's hand. Thank you for that. I know what Chloe's intentions were in inviting you all, but I'm not in the mood for that right now. He suddenly reached out, brushed a piece of lint from my hair, and looked into my eyes. Earnestly. Did you get it out of your system? Feeling uncomfortable under his gaze, I looked away. Thank you. No problem, Alex said, showing his distinctive canines again. Just treat me to dinner, sister. After dinner, Alex proactively exchanged contact information with me. After he left, Chloe curiously nudged me, making me jump. Are you already heading into a second spring? Watching him walk away, my chest felt an inexplicable jolt. No way, I'm older than him. Besides, I plan to go to Switzerland with Daniel. I'd go back and give Daniel the shares Marcus gave me, asking him to sell them for me. Over the years, we had fought about Luna and broken up many times, but each time I softened and we got back together. But one forgiveness after another didn't make him cherish me. Instead, it made him think I was easily manipulated. Just like this share contract, it was his compensation, but also his leash on me. Marcus probably thought I wouldn't make a move, but this time was different. After showering, my phone showed 2 unread messages. One was from Alex, "Sister, what are you up to?" The other was a photo from Luna. In the dim light, Marcus was shirtless, his eyes closed. "Sister, you don't have a chance anymore. My brother and I are together." I closed my eyes, no longer sad, only feeling disgusted. I replied to Alex's message curtly, "Sleeping." When woke up the next morning, he was holding a soft body in his arms. He subconsciously called out, "Grace." But the reply he received was Luna's voice. "Brother, it's me." Marcus jolted awake. Upon seeing the person in his arms, he nearly tumbled off the bed. "What are you doing here?" Luna's face was flushed, her eyes still teary. "Last night, you were drunk, and you just had to." Marcus slapped himself, furious that he had clearly decided to cherish Luna as his sister, yet had done something like this to her. He was even more furious that Luna hadn't refused. How was he going to explain this to Grace now? "Sup?" Pressing the anger in his chest, his voice was hoarse. "Why don't you have any self-respect? I told you we couldn't be together." Luna froze, then abruptly threw off the covers. "You keep saying I have no self-respect, but where did all these marks on my body come from?" Marcus couldn't avoid looking. His eyes immediately caught the various ambiguous marks on her body, and the absurdity of last night flashed through his mind. "Luna, brother, what's so great about that Grace? She even got rid of your child." Luna slapped an abortion record onto the table in front of him. "See for yourself." Chapter 8. With having handled my shares and property in the country, I had no compelling reason to stay. "Time to go, sis." Chloe's eyes were teary. "I hear it's cold over there, sparsely populated, and it's easy to feel lonely. If you ever get lonely, remember to come back and find me." I hugged her, smiling as I agreed. Alex stood by the car, arms crossed, still looking as nonchalant as ever. "Really leaving?" I raised an eyebrow. "What else?" He felt an inexplicable irritation, reaching for a cigarette, then remembering I didn't like it. "Remember to send me your address." "Are you coming to find me?" He stared at his phone, as if typing. "We'll see." I felt somewhat empty. But what was I even expecting? Waving goodbye to them, I pulled my suitcase forward. Suddenly, a car swerved out from the road, speeding straight towards me. The car stopped 1 centimeter from me. Before I could recover from the shock, Luna got out of the car and stood in front of me. "Grace, you can't leave." I frowned and pushed her away. "What are you doing?" Daniel also came over, rolling up his sleeves. Unlike her usual polished appearance, Luna's hair was disheveled, her face bare, and her clothes looked like she had just thrown them on. "My brother is dying." The next second, she knelt and begged in front of me. "He won't eat or drink anything now, lying in the hospital calling your name. I'm egging you, please just go see him." Chloe immediately said, "Whether he dies or not, what does that have to do with us? Grace has already broken up with him. Who is he making a scene for?" Luna lowered her head, her eyes red. "But I'm pregnant with his child. Do you want him to be born without a father? I was wrong before, I apologize to you." Saying that, she furiously knelt and begged, not caring that her forehead bled from hitting the pebbles. Bystanders began discussing us. "Young girl, why don't you just go with her? She might be in danger if she keeps this up." "Exactly, how much hatred can there be between you? She's apologizing like this and you still won't forgive her. This young girl is pregnant too. If something happens, you'll be a murderer." The finger pointing of these people was just like the day my photos were exposed at Chloe's wedding. Just as I felt I could barely stand, Alex gently took my hand. "Don't be afraid, I'll take you in." I let Alex lead me forward, Luna's begging continuing behind us. Suddenly, I became clear-headed and stopped. I pulled my hand back. "Forget it, I'll go with her. Some things, they need to be clarified before I can start anew, don't they?" Chapter 9. Luna had a bump on her head, so Alex drove his car. Chloe reluctantly bandaged her arm. "I'm sorry." I looked up, seeing her pale face in the rearview mirror. I actually lied to you. Daniel didn't collect those photos because of me at all. He set many passwords for those photos, keeping them deep in his laptop, never showing them to anyone. I took a deep breath. Are you telling me all this now to make us reconcile? Luna's eyes grew flustered, tears welling up but not falling. No, Daniel has always blamed me and refuses to acknowledge my pregnancy. I want you to help me persuade him. Daniel. The person on the hospital bed was pale, eyes tightly shut. Luna reached for his hand, but he shook her off directly, his voice weak. Get out. She's pregnant, did you know that? Hearing my voice, Marcus's eyes snapped open, lighting up with joy. Grace, I sent you so many messages. You finally forgave me. I sat on the chair opposite him, saying blandly, my phone number changed a long time ago, so I didn't receive any of those messages. And besides, I already told you I don't hate you anymore. Marcus's gaze darkened slightly, and he forced a faint smile. It's good that you're not angry. Grace, I hurt you before. I shouldn't have made you angry when you were pregnant, and I certainly shouldn't have left you alone at the hospital. Please give me another chance. Can we have another baby that's ours? Chloe scoffed. I thought something serious had happened. So, you're upset because you found out the baby was gone. Your sister won't have a baby with you? You two are in love, a family of 3, why bother Grace? Marcus was utterly mortified, almost afraid to look at me. Luna. She was an accident. Grace, trust me, I can handle this. I chuckled wryly. Your handling it wouldn't happen to mean making her have an abortion, would it? Luna shot up from the chair, tears streaming down her face. Marcus, I won't have an abortion. Do you want Grace to never forgive me? Marcus, I said directly, whether or not you have this baby, I'm not getting back together with you. I said I don't hate you, but I don't love you either. I just don't have feelings for you anymore. Besides, I have a new love now. I grabbed Alex's hand directly. We're together. After a moment of surprise, his smile reached his eyes, revealing his distinctive canines. Yes, I'm her boyfriend. Marcus's breathing grew heavy. I don't believe it, Grace. You're lying to me, aren't you? Before I could say anything, Marcus kissed me directly on the lips. In that instant, my mind went blank, but my eyes naturally closed, accepting the kiss. On the way back to the airport, I was still a little angry. Alex, however, seemed to be in a very good mood. What's wrong? Key. Assess me and then pretend you don't know me? For someone as popular with the ladies as you, isn't a kiss just a casual thing, like talking? He slammed on the brakes. Who said that? Just before the airport, weren't you still furiously typing messages? Alex pulled out his phone and showed me the recent order page. He had actually bought a flight ticket for the next flight to Switzerland. Chatting is nowhere near as important as pursuing you. His kiss covered mine, a gentle, soft touch that stole all my breath in an instant. My heart was in turmoil. 6 months later, Marcus came to Switzerland to find me again. Daniel, resigned, had to let him in. As long as you can tolerate their lovey-dovey antics. He was determined to win me back. But after seeing Alex feed me, carry me up and down the stairs bridal style, and us kissing on the couch as if no one else was around, he gave up. Before returning home, Marcus made a heartfelt confession at the door. Grace, whenever you want to come back, I'll be waiting for you. Huh? Alex, bare-chested, had my lace lingerie hanging on his hand. Honey, are you going back? Muffled in the covers, I said, exasperated, close the door and come here, quick. Alrighty. Sounds of intimacy filled the air. Marcus never came back again. Thank you for reading today's story. If you enjoyed it, please like and share it with your friends. We look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to share your opinions, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting stories. See you next time.